High winds threaten to whip up flames approaching Lake Tahoe. A day after an explosive wildfire emptied a resort city at the southern tip of Lake Tahoe, a huge firefighting force braced for strong winds Tuesday as some residents in neighboring Nevada were ordered to evacuate. The city of South Lake Tahoe, usually bustling with summer tourists, was eerily empty and the air thick and hazy with smoke from the Caldor Fire, one of two major fires burning in the same area. On Monday, roughly 22,000 residents jammed the city's main artery for hours after they were ordered to leave as the fire advanced, chewing up drought-stricken vegetation. The National Weather Service warned that weather conditions through Wednesday would include low humidity, dry fuel and wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour, 48 kilometers per hour. "That's definitely not going to help the firefighting efforts," said Courtney Coats, a spokeswoman for the U.S. Forest Service. The fire was 3 miles, 5 kilometers, outside of South Lake Tahoe, California. Department of Forestry and Fire Protection Battalion Chief Henry Herrera told KGO-TV. South Lake Tahoe city officials said only a handful of residents defied Monday's evacuation order. But nearly everyone worried Tuesday about what the fire would do next. "It just kind of sucks waiting. I mean, I know it's close down that way," said Russ Krupe, gesturing south from his home in the Heavenly Valley Estates mobile home park, which he and his wife manage for a living. He had arranged sprinklers and tractors around the neighborhood. "I'm worried about what'll be here when people come back. People want to come back to their houses, and that's what I'm going to try to do," he said. Pushed by strong winds, the Caldor Fire crossed two major highways and burned mountain cabins as it swept down slopes into the Tahoe Basin. Thick smoke prevented air firefighting operations periodically last week. But since then, nearly 24 helicopters and 3 air tankers dumped thousands of gallons of water and retardant on the fire, fire spokesman Dominic Polito said Tuesday. The Lake Tahoe area is usually a year-round recreational paradise offering beaches, water sports, hiking, ski resorts and golfing. South Lake Tahoe bustles with outdoor activities, while just across the state border in state-line Nevada tourists can gamble at major casinos. But on Tuesday, only a few dozen tourists remained on the casino floor of the Montbleu Resort, Casino and Spa. The state board that controls gaming said that casino regulators are monitoring operations at the 4 largest gambling properties in the city. Hotels are housing evacuees, fire crews and other emergency personnel. In all, Harrah's, Harvey's Lake Tahoe Casino, the Hard Rock and Montbleu Resort have more than 2,200 hotel rooms. Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak urged residents to be prepared, saying there was no timeline for when evacuations might be ordered. At a news conference in Carson City, he noted that ash was falling on him even though the fire was about 20 miles, 32 kilometers, away. "I'm standing here and I'm getting all ash particulates on my jacket